Come on in. Hey, it's just Jay. We're really excited about episode 2 of Apartment 15. My special guest today is Keith, K.U.T. Productions, Lynard. I always get that fucking wrong. But don't judge me, forgive me. I'm really excited. Also hanging out with my good friend Andi, aka Andrea Singer. Also got Mike over there on the mic and the camera. Mike. Sorry. They will feel me. Really excited. You guys should come on in, sit down for a while. We're going to have some good conversation, a little bit of grub, some truth talk, and I'm really excited that you guys are here for take 2. This is Apartment 15. Let's go. A good friend of mine, thank you, Pobs, gave me some cards recently. They're called Empowering Questions. So let's pull a card and just see what life has presented for us. What kind of advice on life would my old self give my current self? Ooh. Bam! Bam! What would it be? What would you give yourself? What advice would you give, Keith?
I would try to find confidence in yourself very young. Start believing in you earlier.
Yeah.
And just know. Try to, if you can. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that's possible with people with different backgrounds and everything, but get it early and then get on a path and start killing
right
it.
On. I feel
that's what I would give.
Surround yourself with good people because they'll nurture you on that.
Yeah, definitely. Find something to do.
Andrea?
I think you know this one, but I would tell myself to trust my own intuition a little bit more.
Yes.
Just because, like, when I was younger, I was always worried about the what ifs. And if I don't do this, what's going to happen? And then I would get really, like, anxious about that. And if I had just, like, trusted what I thought was right at the time, it probably would have been okay. You know what I mean? And I may have even made, like, better decisions. So.
Yeah. I feel like I would have told myself, you are enough. I think you always have this thing about being the best or being, you know what I mean? And, like, you're enough. You don't have to always seek advice from others like you don't know.
Yeah.
Like you know you better than anybody. So just trusting that your intuition, your tribe, you know, your support system is what's really going to assist, but you are the creator of your life. Mm-hmm. So as a spiritual person, you know, I look at my higher purpose, my higher being, my higher self as the master architect, but I'm the first draftsman. Like, I'm the first person to kind of, and the final say in my destiny. You guys think about that. What advice would you give, you know, your old self, give your new self? Like, how would you lead yourself in hindsight? Good questions. I'll eat to that.
What or who am I beneath all my roles? What or who am I beneath all my roles? So like,
who are you underneath all the things that you do? Yeah.
How people perceive you.
Yes.
What are you really?
So that was deep. I was like, yeah, what are you trying to say? I don't know. Who are you, Andrea?
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm being perceived as soft-spoken right now, but you know that when I'm passionate about something, that's like, I'll get loud.
Yeah. She will. Yes, she will. Yes.
So.
Keith, who are you underneath all your facades?
All that. I don't know.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Just more artists, a little quiet in new settings. I don't know.
Yeah, like maybe it's like you're an artist, but then like who are you underneath?
What does that mean? Like I said, what does that mean? I'm an artist.
I don't know. Maybe I want to keep that for me. I give you guys the artist.
Come a chameleon.
You gotta have something left for you, right? If you give it all, then what's left?
I'll suffer so Keith doesn't have to. I think I'm part like innocent child and wise old soul. I think, you know, there's this piece of you that tries to hold on to childlike curiosity. You know, keep seeing the world through fresh eyes because you can get really jaded really quick. So I really try to work at that. But also this soul, and I use wise loosely because that's all about experience and being receptive to the lesson. So I want to be this wise old soul that can learn from my experience without getting jaded. Like, it's that balance again. Like, oh, this world ain't nothing but a nothing whippersnappers.
Cable access TV.
Yes. We're doing it ourselves. Yeah, that's good, Keith. We're ready. That was great.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll pull a card. I'm gonna do a little.
Oh, you're gonna do a little of that.
Do a little shuffle. Yeah. Pull something easy.
Yes.
Oh, this is like a dictionary. It's long, like the
it's
Bible.
A novel.
Am I living according to the expectations and dreams of others, or of my own? How do I distinguish them from each other?
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's deep.
It is deep. But I think that I am. I think I am. Because I really wanted to, be creative. Even though I still have a job and everything else, but I am doing it, and I turned up a few years ago, and I am living what I want for the most part. I ain't saying it's perfect, but I'm living it and working towards something. So I feel kind of blessed to be able to do, art and stuff, and people.
It is a blessing.
People buy them occasionally, and so it's cool. I think I am.
How so? Yeah. You said it is a blessing.
Doing.
Well, to be an artist and to live according to how you want to do it, like that
versus how others want you to do it.
Versus how others want you to see it, because like when I first started realizing that I had a talent for this, I would start to make art that I think other people would buy instead of just making what I wanted to make.
Yeah.
And then I flipped that real quick because I was just like, I am not having fun anymore. I don't want to make this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I did do what people wanted to buy. Yeah. I had to make some money. So.
But there's a difference if you can do it in a way that makes you happy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, wasn't just. Oh yeah.
Like, but lately, I think over the last year, I've just gotten to the point where I just started doing what I want to do, and.
Do you still feel? But did you find that people respected that and still wanted you? Like, as an artist,
sure, maybe even more. Because now I'm doing something different. Now I'm showing people what's in my mind. I mean, as artists, of course, we draw inspiration from places. It came from somewhere else. It's always recycled.
Yeah.
But it's when you're adding your own sauce. Yeah. Like your own. That's when it gets special.
Yes.
So people are still going to want to buy it because it might take them to another place.
Right on.
But it's still coming from you.
And from a practical side, I feel like showing up fully, not as others want to see you, but as you want to be seen, resulted in like blessings in the workforce, like promotions and, advancement, people seeing you as your undiluted multiplicity of being. Thank you, Regina. And just being there in your idiosyncrasies as well as your gifts. And knowing that we are all made up of layers because our experiences create those. And just being cool with the lessons and the blessings. Like, it's cool. I don't have to live your life to get a lesson. You know what I mean? I don't have to live your life to get the lesson we both learned. I can live my life and we can both gain from that. So that's what's up. They went deep. I thought mine was pretty chilled, and then you guys took a deep dive.
I just glanced through here,
I like that question.
Me too. I like that question. They said empowering, so that was really good.
Yeah, you put your energy on it.
I love you in there. Yeah. Out with us at apartment 15. It's where citizens are the celebrities, and today my featured guest is Keith, K.U.T, Lynard, artist, videographer, filmmaker. I mean, all that good shit. I mean, people in life need art, and there are many mediums, and you do yours well. I mean, let's talk about, introduce yourself. How'd you get into the grind, sir?
Well, it started long ago. Growing up in Jersey, was always into music. Started with music and drawing and stuff like that. Was into graffiti, things like that. Moved to Phoenix some years later after graduating Art Institute of Philadelphia. Went into graphic design. I do, graphic arts, logos, all that kind of stuff, branding. I understand it, I get it.
Yeah.
Then always wanted to paint though. That felt stuffy for me.
Yeah.
Like, that corporate world of graphic art, it felt,
right.
It's like, wow, you got here, we'll give you the colors, we give you the copy.
Yeah.
And there you go. So I always felt that painting would set me free.
Right
and
on.
And it did. So I started painting canvases, painting on wood a little bit. And then I shifted into, I love abstracts though, and I started shifting the art into the abstract world. So that's how the art went.
What influences gravitated you towards these visual mediums? Like, as a kid growing up in Philly, did you have access to the museums? Was it all about tagging the trains? What introduced you in a way that made you say, I think I can do this?
grown up in Jersey,
Okay.
but school in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Seeing the museum,
Okay.
seeing the museums there, and then just being exposed to it. Like a lot of professors, they
Right.
were artists.
Okay.
When you got a little creativity already in you,
Right on.
you're gonna let something loose if you
Right on.
have a little bit already there and you believe in it, and
Right on.
you kind of like it, and you know, people will feed it too. Like people will buy a painting, he's like, wow, I can do this.
Right on.
Or if I see somebody else doing it, I still say I can do this.
Well, what about
Creating
film,
things.
man? Where did that drop
Film
in?
is a new thing. I always looked at film and the camera as a paintbrush, as another medium.
Mm.
Just like I'll do things and it may be wrong in
Right
the
on.
corporate world. So in the scheme of it. So
Right.
that's why I have a series of abstract art movies that I'm filming. These are for me and they're for other people who enjoy film. To me, it works from an artist standpoint. Like, hey, it works for me. It may not work on a big screen Hollywood movie,
Right on.
possibly.
Well,
So,
comfort level. There seems to be a theme today about like genuine authenticity,
Yeah.
showing up as yourself.
Right.
Because what you seem to be saying is that, you know, you tried and you have done and you do the corporate thing, but there has to
Yeah.
be some bit of key sauce in it.
Yeah, the sauce. Seriously, for real. Like you want to be free to
Right
create.
on.
Like it shouldn't be like if I can't just create, it's like, oh, why? It hurts. But
Well, I feel like I have this little jar of questions,
Cool.
and it's really about sharing these I suffer so you don't have to
Yeah,
moments.
yeah.
So you pick a question out the bowl of artichoke. We are all made up of many layers. And as you get closer to the heart of the matter, you get a little tender. So we're going to throw some wisdom in the form of questions into the artichoke bowl.
All
And
right.
if you'll choose one, let's talk
Take
some
one.
stuff.
I'm gonna close my eyes.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a good one.
Da 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 da.
All right. People first. Hopefully it's not upside down. It's not.
Where
Where?
do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wow. That's hopefully I see myself free to create art full time.
Right on.
And choosing the projects where it's not a strain to say, okay,
Yes.
you have to take this job. It could maybe be one that I say I don't want to take.
Hmm.
Traveling at
Yes.
will, pop up, do another art show, big one, at will, you know, possibly disappear for a while, then come back out with a film.
Yeah.
And then disappear, and then come back out. 'Cause I like that little, you got to go away sometimes. And,
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I feel about it. Go
Sabbaticals
into
are often
nature and-
necessary. Yeah.
So stuff like that. Just travel, photography, doing art. That's the life. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
That's it.
Pick
Yeah.
one more.
Oh, I'll pick another one, yeah.
Yeah. We giving wisdom
I'm
here.
gonna get this one. Let's see. I'm gonna look first. Let me see. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why is it important for you to do this?
It's back to that freedom, that creation, that having the time to do it, that love, that when you get an idea in your mind and you're just letting the paint go and you layering up and you putting your details and you're going back, and it's just that seeing a project through. That's what a lot of these are about.
I'm looking at these and I'm like, I wonder what inspired him.
This one, they're abstracts, but not so much. This one's called Green Lightning. Like, I grew up
I can see
being
that.
afraid of thunderstorms.
Okay.
Like, I was scared of thunderstorms growing up. So that's where this can symbolize like rainfall, and these can be the clouds and then the green lightning. But these
I
are
gotta move
mountainous.
so folks can
Sure.
see the green lightning.
And these are sort of like the mountains that I see here, because I didn't
Yeah.
see mountains growing up back east.
Right
so,
on.
And that one I saw like mountains. I just had some light back there, which could possibly be the sun.
In the middle?
This is just some trees. I love trees. This is just like a family of trees, pretty much. It's a little there, and I put them in different areas.
Yes.
And this is actually a separate painting I added on. It's all the same,
Oh
but
my
I added
gosh.
this piece.
Do you know I didn't notice that?
Yeah, this is not part.
Oh my
this
gosh.
is separate. Yeah, it's not.
Yes.
Yes, I painted just all one project, same
Right
colors.
on.
Just kept it going. And
Right on.
put these trees all throughout. Just growing. These are trees, like I said, back east growing up. You would see. They're similar like
Slow
oak
down,
trees.
man.
Oh,
Let
you
people
wanna-
see them. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
can you
so-
catch this? Mike, the camera guy. Can you see the detail and the depth in that?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Trees are wisdom for me. So,
Oh,
like, to
okay.
see trees in him,
Yeah,
like the
definitely.
life,
Nice.
the
yeah.
rings, the growth,
Right on.
the patience.
Yeah, there
So
you
I
go.
love this piece. And
Yeah.
again, the colors are very, to me,
Yeah.
fall,
Yeah,
but with a
yeah,
very
right.
African theme, like
Mm.
those bright oranges and
Uh-huh.
greens.
Right on.
You know, red, gold, black, and green.
Right.
It's right there.
on.
That's beautiful.
Yeah,
and the
thank you.
third piece?
Mhm.
And, the
And this
third?
one, this one, this is a little secret with this one. What was the title again? Oh, it's actually untitled. It's on the back. Yeah, just playing with like darker colors and doing in layerings. I have some techniques where I do my smears and I'll layer, I'll varnish, and
Right.
sometimes I'll remove the paint to get what I need.
Yeah. I'm a line fan.
Mhm.
I used to say line whore, but that was a negative connotation to that. So if you're not in the art world, you may have been offended by that. But like, I love this idea of what lines can create, and I love how you play with them, but not are a slave to the line. That you break out in places that are really unexpected and beautiful.
What do you see when you look?
Can I tell you this reminds me very much of New York. I don't know why, like city,
definitely,
like very
at night possibly, maybe
at
night,
like I really like it. I love how art brings that out of you. It's not really what the artist intended; it's what you see.
Right.
I think we should give equal time to this one since we pulled them down.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, showing folks that you have a process that is very much Keith, so that any of your pieces, people will say that's a Keith Lynard.
The only thing you're supposed to have a style like if you look at somebody go to my website or whatever, they'll see pop stuff in there.
Okay.
Or abstracts is where I want to go. That's why I brought abstracts with me. That's the shift that I'm going to. Because I want to be an abstract artist. So I'm still working on that part. That's my personal artist. Still, that's the struggle too. It's like, what do you do? Do you not mess with film and focus on that? That's the consensus, that hone in on one thing.
Yeah.
So that's my struggle. That is like my struggle. Like, I have other things that I like to do just as much. Some people can pick one thing and they do it well, and they can. I'm like, wow, I don't know how. I'm sorry.
I believe in multiplicity of being.
I don't know.
Being. I think you should be able to do it all, and I don't think it should feel pressured. It should be very easy. Anything that you are meant to have is easy. It's not about what is expected; it's what shows up.
Right.
I want to go into the documentary. We're going to take a quick transition. I want to talk to Keith about like the documentary, Stolen Art Show. What does that mean, sir? Let's get into it.
Yeah, we will.
This is Just Jay. Come on in. This is apartment 15. Glad you're here. We'll be back.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
You're very, very welcome. I want to share about the Stolen Art Show documentary. I'm really excited. Like, you talk about, since this is your newest endeavor, filmmaking and documentary specifically. I know you premiered it at a festival recently.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. So what would you like to know about the documentary?
The idea, where it came from, why the subject matter, why does it have to be stolen? Can it be permanently borrowed? I don't know.
Yes. Well, that's just the title, The Stolen Art Show, comes from my love. You'll see in the film, I mentioned this too. My love for robbery and heist movies. And the bad guys in the film, the kind of, I like them in film, on film and on screen. It's cool and adds a good little dimension to filmmaking. So things like that, it makes, so I took that little theme and said, okay, as far as my marketing, this is the design I'm going to go with. That's me, and then myself with the ski mask on. And while I'm creating this art show, it had like a bad guy theme to it.
Okay.
There's some bad, like Darth Vader, you got some Scarface, you got some mashup. So I had that little, that was a little take. That was just basically just a title. None of it was stolen, but some of the ideas were borrowed. Like I actually did some silkscreen art in there, borrowing from Andy Warhol when he silkscreened on canvas.
Yeah.
And that was like what he got famous for. So I borrowed from that, and that's basically the title, and that's the theme for it. I just want to show you something with this really quick. Like the heart theme was part of it too. So it's like the Stolen Heart Show, because you put your heart into these projects. Making a solo art show.
Because that's my favorite part, if I must be honest with you guys. Like this heart, I want a t-shirt.
It's coming.
I want possibly, want a sticker.
All those things, that heart, the grips, it's coming.
So I love that story behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was basically, it's a documentary about my first solo art show in Phoenix. That's the overall creation from the idea all the way up until opening night. So it's a motivational journey.
Wow. And people can get a copy of this. I mean, you premiered it at a festival, correct?
Yes.
What was the festival?
It was a Soul West Fest. Soul West Fest. That was back in December.
Okay.
It was up north. Premiered it, saw it on the big screen a couple times already.
How'd that feel?
It felt cool. Felt weird actually. It was like, oh my God, this is something I made. Ready go up on this screen. Where do I go hide? So
because it's not about fame and fortune for you. It's about sharing your.
I take a little bit of that though. I always make sure I'm clear that hey,
so
parts of the world I want to see. Oh, thank you, appreciate that,
man.
Oh, this is just this the DVDs follow the cover, and these are just stills from the night of the show, and someone I was working on the show. Shout out to LJ. She shot all the stills at my art show, and she put together a nice collection. Shout out to LJ. And then in here, and then a little back to it. And that's one of the. Actually, that's one of the pieces. That was a 3-piece set that sold at the show. And this couple, they're real dope. Sophia and her husband, they came. They bought all 3. Just walking by, and they saw what's all this excitement, and they came in and they purchased those 3 faces called Society Faces. Those pieces were called.
I think for an artist, you have to be brave.
You. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
yes,
I see it resonated with you. Why so? Why so?
Because you are sticking your neck out there. Like, you making this work you made, you're putting it out there, and people are gonna judge it. Especially if you do a solo, like by yourself. Yeah, that's kind of a big deal. So that's what this is all about.
It's the public speaking of painting, sticking your neck out.
Right, absolutely.
You know.
But you gotta have a little
naked.
feeling
paint a bunch of naked people. It'll help.
That would be a good show. The Naked Art Show. That'll be a good show. Don't steal that. I'm gonna copyright that. The Naked Art Show.
Well, let's give people a taste. I think we should clip to a trailer.
Yes, we got the trailer.
About the Stolen Art Show.
Yes.
And then when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Yes. Boom.
And when your show is complete and everyone leaves, what message do you want your guests to leave with?
Damn.
It's showtime. The Stolen Art Show is here. Will people come?
So wow, that was a trailer.
Yes.
Why did you pick that moment in this trailer to use, like that moment in the documentary to use for your trailer?
Just wanted to highlight, it's a short film, so I just wanted to show, you couldn't give away too much, so I just wanted to make it look as exciting as possible.
Right.
You know, for the people, and just to show some of what took place and
Yeah.
what it took to make this show, and say, okay, I want to watch that little
Why is
short
it
doc.
important for you to share your journey?
I think we have to, because out here there are sharks and
Yeah.
people, and nobody's coming for you. You
Yeah.
better build your own lifeboat
Yeah.
and go get it. That's what this is about. This is a go get it type deal. So that's why I put it out. I made it myself, put it out. Amazon this summer. This is a short run of DVDs. When they're gone, they're gone. No more will be made.
Okay.
Short run, 1 through 50.
Okay.
And with t-shirts too. But
Okay.
yeah, so the rest will be all digital.
I want a T-shirt,
And,
Keith.
you got the cool sticker though.
Yay.
Yeah.
It is a cool sticker. I don't want to
sticker.
diminish that at all.
Cool sticker.
In your journey of being an artist,
Yeah.
what are some jewels you can share with people? One of them is you're on your own a little bit.
Yeah,
What's
that's
some other
until you
jewels?
build up things.
Yeah.
Another one is just follow your passion and don't jump out there so soon.
Yeah.
Create, hone in on some stuff
Right on.
that's good. Say, okay, I got a good collection here that I can start bringing out to people. Bring it out slowly. Don't be so quick to jump out there.
Right.
You know, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to make some bad art at first until you get it together, until you get it right.
Right.
'Cause I still get some stuff wrong, and I'll cover it up, and I'll turn it into an abstract. I'll turn it into an abstract piece. But yeah, just basically when it comes to creating or wanting to put something out, hone in on something first, and then
Right
come
on.
on out there. But,
Well, I appreciate, folks who are willing to lead by example.
Yeah.
The world has become a lot of talk.
Yeah.
A lot of talk.
Yeah.
And so for me, when I hear you, I'm like, okay, that's solid. And then I go, well, what's Keith doing? Because he can talk about it, but is he
Yeah.
being about it?
I'm being about it.
And you are. Like the Stolen Art Show documentary.
Yes.
You're painting, delving into areas that are less accepted on a massive scale because if you show up fully, people are going to either feel you or they're not.
Right, right.
Either way, you're going to make your money. You will, I think, because authenticity sells. Where are you going with this? What's the hope down the line? Will this air hopefully in a small independent theater near us soon? What's up with
Hopefully, nothing's set yet. I know some people I'm talking to, they want it. Some people want to do it. I'm just not ready to do it yet. Because I have some of these I want to get rid of. So I have a few some of the DVDs I want to sell.
I want a T-shirt.
So you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get you a tee. Yeah, I just want to do that, and then just plan the marketing behind it.
Right.
So when the Amazon release comes out, that's when I release it. People go get the download, they stream it.
Any shows
make
coming
their
up?
film.
Any? You were at First Friday last month.
Yeah, I did.
Things like that where people can find you. What's your social media connection? How can they get hip?
So the Instagram, you can find me there. No events planned right now. I'm kind of playing those one by one because I have a lot of stuff in the background that I'm working on, filming some other stuff for people, my own projects.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Yes, but also
But,
let's talk about in a personal process. What about model rockets? What's that all
Ooh,
about?
I love that's if I could drop all this, I could do that.
Yes, tell folks about that.
All right, yeah, I
What is
love. A lot of people know I'm a rocket nerd, a rocket geek. I love rockets since 10 years old. Probably launched my first one.
Yes.
They're big now, like certifications and stuff. Level 1, Model
Blast off.
Rockets 321 on
Blast
Instagram. Go over there, subscribe. That's a YouTube channel also.
Right on.
My same title, Model Rockets 321. Yeah, I know. I know about that. That's what I do. And the ones I mainly build are based on real rocks, like research rockets from like 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
You can, I can pretty much make anything fly, kind of.
Why aren't you the Renaissance guy?
Shoot. Possibly, I don't know. Yeah. And that's an art within itself too.
Right on.
It is an art.
Right on.
You know, for something to fly, it's a center of gravity.
Yes.
If you get that right, you got it.
I love how you merge the left and the right side of the brain. So it's very scientific and logical from a model rocket standpoint in my eyes.
Yeah, okay.
And then the right side of the brain with the creativity and
definitely.
We talked about balance earlier. I think it's a beautiful balance of both sides. You got to work them. They're both muscles.
Right.
I mean, there's one brain, one muscle, but there's two hemispheres. Work them both. Thank you for just hanging out with me. You know,
thank you for inviting me. It's cool.
Apartment 15 thrives on individuals who understand their gifts and talents, and not that they're perfect, but they're committed.
Appreciate you inviting me, and I wish your show much success, which I know it will be.
Yeah.
Starting out well so far. Apartment
15, I'm grateful for you guys tuning in, coming in, sitting for a spell, as my granny used to say, and just getting some wisdom, you know, just not by anything on a macro level, really these little micro sessions of community. You know, we are here hoping that through our lessons you gain some blessings. I think you will if you're open and honest and ready to receive. It's not about a world of scarcity. It's about abundance. Steal you a little time and take in the Stolen Art Show documentary. Check out Keith where you can find him on Instagram and social media right now, but hopefully at a show near you. He always seems to be where he needs to be to get recognized. Thank you to everyone who participated. Mike the camera guy, won't say thank you. I don't know why I have to say it like that, but I feel it. I'd like to also thank Andi, Andrea, singer. She's doing some photography for us, and you'll see those stills throughout. Also would like to say thanks to Melwood Music. You'll be hearing that throughout. We're getting ready to break away for my motivation in a minute. I pick a meme. In a minute, I talk about it and hopefully share a little love and wisdom with you. And then we're done for the day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
It's that time, Motivation in a Minute, where I grab a meme, we talk about it in a minute's time, and hopefully you gained a little wisdom. Today's meme is, you can't fake genuine. There is something about life's experiences that allow us to grow in an authentic way. We mentioned undiluted multiplicity of being, not dumbing yourself down to make people comfortable, understanding like an artichoke we're made up of layers, and showing up fully and presently so that people can gain access to your overflow. You are an abundance of energy and love and light. And when you do what you're passionate about, it flows naturally. And when it does, we get access. And that access is your special sauce that you allow us to put on our hamburger, veggies, hot dogs, and sample a little bit at our leisure. Be present, be authentic, be you, be genuine. Take care.